Today, Precarious plays
Hades.
All right. Oh, are you
Okay.
gonna buy your dad the chair?
Ooh, yes, perfect. Well, hold on. There are a few different things to do.
Okay.
So first off, the first time you sneak into your parents' bedroom,
Yeah.
you find this.
What is it?
It's a cupboard full of clothes.
Oh my gosh, it is!
And he looks at it and he says, "I knew it."
That's so funny because I looked at that and I was like, "What is that? Some sort of cute photo booth situation? What is it?" No, no, it's definitely a closet. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think that you got to see this.
Aww,
all day or night.
that is so cute.
That's sort of like the reward for.
Ooh, it makes you look 12 though.
Yeah, yeah. It is interesting. Zagreus' apparent age.
Mm-hmm.
But this room is very important before the epilogue portion of the story because you have to sneak in here and you find a dust-covered portrait of Persephone.
Uh-huh.
And it is actually that Zagreus uses. The knowledge of that is what he uses to convince his mom to come back.
It's like, he still has a thing for you.
Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and get this.
Gemstones.
Because I have been waiting.
Contractor, I have another job.
Gotta have something to say about that.
Father. Here, why don't you have a seat?
No?
Really?
Okay.
It has your best friend on it.
Well, I think it is quite nice.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
I like it better than that boring thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have to say that, like, the one thing I know about Hades for sure is that he likes Cerberus.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get him a Cerberus chair. I'm weirdly nervous.
It's done, Mother. Father, the invitations. Personally sent to everyone with whom I've been in contact. So what do we do now?
Excellent, Zagreus. Congratulate him, Hades. On a job well done.
Persephone, how can you be so certain your request was executed to your satisfaction?
Oh my god,
It's
Hades.
known as trust, Hades. Or faith. They're similar. Try one sometime. It'll be good for you. As for what we do next, why, we've a great big feast we must prepare.
Now that's a cheat because he got out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not nice.
This house is not a suitable location for such guests. Dionysus alone shall bring ruin to this place. Or, the faith thing that you said.
Yes, good. Now then, we have a lot of work to go around. So why don't we call everyone on staff and let them in on this, and dole out suitable responsibilities, all right?
All right.
All right.
All right.
Teaching him to delegate and trust people.
Thus did all of Olympus journey deep into the underworld, all together for the very first time. The Queen Persephone revealed herself in all her splendor, much to their surprise, and told them everything she indicated to her son. She eloped with Grim Lord Hades, she said, mothering a fire-stepping prince who sought to reconnect with his extended family. Hades and Persephone at first refused his wish, but so moved were they by his relentless struggles to the surface that at last they decided to heed their willful Zagreus and reach out, for his and everybody's sake. The Olympians listened to all this in stunned silence. Then Zeus himself began to laugh. "Welcome back into the family," he said. After the shock subsided, the festivities began.
I say, big brother, you and your better half put on a positively smashing night. It's a relief for all of us, knowing Persephone is safe and sound. And mother to as noble of a son as my good nephew there. Well, little brother, the Queen and I, in turn, appreciate you all taking time out of your doubtless busy lives to come all this distance to my house.
This is so
I'm certain
civil.
that it's very modest in comparison to Mount Olympus, but I trust that you were suitably entertained. Oh, of course, Hades. Now then, farewell, and let us keep in better touch from here. Farewell indeed, Lord Zeus.
Where's Mama?
When finally the great feast ended, all the Olympians returned to their mountain abode, fully satisfied. As for the House of Hades, it required thorough cleansing, from the rafters to the floor. Such revelry, of course, is unbecoming of the name of Hades, and the fearsome reputation of the underworld. For if mortals were to have no fear of death, then they would have no fear of anything at all. A well-kept family secret, then, this would live on to be.
Oh, that's nice.
But what about grandmother?
Whew. I'd say that went about as well as could have been expected. And the cleanup wasn't all that bad. For the most part.
Well, fortunate Uncle Zeus seemed to catch on right away and went along with it. But this whole elaborate tale you spun... I remember how hurt I felt when I found out Father lied to me about you. Now we're lying to Olympus. What if they find out? Even if they don't, I don't like it.
Oh, I don't think that you... Zacharias, I don't think has a good grasp of what Dionysus has been doing on the surface.
Zagreus, I may not be an expert, but here's what I've come to understand about how families work. At least our own. The thing is, how we speak to one another is even more important than the words we use. I think, deep down, everyone in our family knows this.
Demeter, not Dionysus.
Yeah.
Too many D names. Too many A names.
Well, I didn't correct you because I knew who you were talking about, so...
You're saying they all knew you weren't being perfectly honest and went along with it anyway. I guess the pomegranate thing in particular was a bit of a stretch.
The common ground in our family is that we want peace. Besides Ares, though even he would rather the conflict occur elsewhere. That elaborate tale, it's less a deception and more a concession. A way of saying, let's move on from the past and start anew. No hard feelings.
You don't have hard feelings? What about Father? What about Demeter?
Well, let's see. My hard feelings are nothing next to the joy of having my son in my life. Your father never imagined his relationship with me could be out in the open. And my mother, she's just glad I'm alive.
Yep.
That's fair enough, I guess.
Yeah.
And Uncle Zeus is glad things didn't turn out worse for him. I get the sense he acts a bit impulsively at times and deals with the consequences later.
What can I tell you, Zagreus? We're family. You said it yourself to me before. We're stuck with one another. That any of us like each other in the slightest. It's a wonder and a blessing, I think.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Thanks, Mother. Think I'll be heading out again soon. See you when I get back.
Sounds good. I'll see you then.
What on earth for?
The house contractor up in lights.
Now just for the thrill of it, I guess.
I mean, it is eternity.
2 Titan blood for 1 ambrosia? No, thank you.
Well, we are right at a 10-minute episode now.
Somewhat dwelling beast for you, good chef.
What does this mean? Does this change
The
anything?
stalwart casks of wine within the House of Hades now are almost entirely devoid of content, having bravely stood against the combined thirst of the Olympians during a certain feast.
That's funny.
I fought bravely,
Let's go
but
around
Lord
and find
Dionysus
more of
was
that.
Too strong. How do you do, fishies?
Cool. Thanks for that.
We keep on running into one another lately, don't we, Zag?
Oh, bye.
It was a privilege to meet your relatives at last, child. Athena, Ares, and the rest. Confronted face to face, they were much more agreeable than I expected. A night we shall remember, was it not?
A memorable night it was indeed, Nyx. For most of us, at least. Dionysus, he won't remember any of it, I don't think. But it was really good to see everyone having a good time. Getting along as though they didn't hold a grudge. So then we're clear, I think.
Persephone told them everything they needed to hear. Sometimes that is the only way with family. Though the Olympians, they are prone to their misunderstandings, are they not? This state of kinship may not last eternally.
Well, let's enjoy it while it does, I guess.
A sound idea.
I like Nyx. She's cool.
Still
She's
can't
my
get over our gift from
favorite.
the Olympians.
Oh,
It's glorious.
what did you get?
A majestic gilded edifice of Mount Olympus, crafted with the utmost care from the true mountain stone, now shines forever brightly, even in the dim light of the House of Hades, as a parting gift from the Lord Master's kin.
The handiwork of Lord Hephaestus himself. Sounds like he's been rather busy.
Admire.
A little slice of Olympus.
It can also serve as a hammer if you put
Go really
put a stick in it.
Really got to put your back into it.
Yeah. Doubles as hammer.
I wonder if there's anything new here. Man, you know what? His reaction was so subdued.
Yeah.
I really wish. I think that for 2,000 gems, I think you can buy 200 keys.
Mm-hmm.
Which I want to do because I haven't looked at any of the themes.
Yeah.
I don't know what they look like. So I was just going to get the one which I'm pretty sure is inspired by Nyx and leave it at that.
Yeah.
Hades doesn't have anything to say? That's... You know what?
You finally shut him up.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Dusa.
Hi, Dusa.
Dusa, I think that Nyx has some concerns. Maybe with me, because it's like you said, she doesn't want us talking here like this. Is she not satisfied with the work you've been doing or something?
Oh, Prince, no, it isn't you. It's definitely me. There's all these things she said I need to work on. Calmness, not making so many lists, putting things into perspective, not working myself too hard, not taking blame for things that aren't my fault.
Oh.
Those sound like reasonable goals, though I just wish that Nyx could find a way to tell you that wasn't so upsetting. Won't you take care of yourself, Dusa, please?
And plus, she said I'm not supposed to talk to you. She said that too. Oh, I am going to be in so much trouble. Ah!
See, this feels like it's occurring slightly out of order. This is really one of the only times where I felt like that, though.
Uh-huh.
This is
Just up.
Yeah. I think that maybe the relationship between Nyx and Dusa and Zagreus might be one of the only ones that's like too complicated for whatever systems they have in place to like check things off.
748. That's a coincidence.
I've got interesting news. Always 748.
Yeah. What does the bedroom look like now? Do you think it changed? Nah.
No. This is one
wait
thing
a
that
minute.
What?
Is Hades' pillow like just a brick?
His pillow looks really uncomfortable, and then they added another one for Persephone.
That looks like a pillow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Hades sleeps on a brick.
Mm-hmm.
Doofus.
This is one thing that I've never invested in because they promised me that it was just for fun.
Uh-huh.
They're huge resource sinks that just... I don't even know what that is. Is that... Would that be... What are they trying to show me there? I don't know what they're trying to show me there, but if I give 10 keys and 1,000 darkness, my something is silver.
Okay.
And I think that's just for fun. I'm more interested in completing the house and stuff. Oh!
So, lad, tell me then, how went the family feast? Was everything all right?
Well, I confess I was perhaps a little nervous for practically the entire thing, but all in all, I had a good time, and I'm very, very glad it all turned out the way it did. How about yourself?
I quite enjoyed it too. Last time I was invited to a feast, I was still busy warring on the surface. That's how long it's been. I must say, your mother's quite good with words. Had everybody chatting, laughing.
She really pulled it off. But for all her confidence, I don't think she knew she had it in her. Because if she did, if she reached out to Olympus sooner, a lot of things could have been different.
Don't dwell on that. I spoke a bit with Nyx. Your mother had her reasons. No one gets to act on perfect information, right? All we have is what we think we know, and what our conscience tells us. Your mother got to where all this was possible, all thanks to you.
All thanks to me, sir. I had ample help along the way. For instance, I could not have done it without you. Would have been using an old chair leg as a weapon, I suppose.
And what a fearsome chair leg it would be. In any case, you heading out there soon? Olympus should be more than happy to assist in your security review, if that's what we're calling it now.
Yeah, I should go. I'll see you not too long from now.
And you in turn.
So do you think you're going to be playing this game more?
I think so. More.
So, I'm quite confused, I must admit, my friend. The Queen Persephone, she is your mother then? How is it that she came to reside here?
Well, it all started when my father saw her on Olympus, and they fell madly in love. He swept her off her feet and brought her here. The Olympians, they got pretty worried when they saw she was gone. But now it's okay. Everything's out in the open.
But surely the Queen's mother on Olympus, the great goddess Demeter, surely she would quite like it if she saw her daughter still from time to time.
Oh, that. Thing is, Mother ate some pomegranate seeds when she was here. And we have rules about that stuff, you know. It means she cannot leave this place for very long at all. I'm sure Demeter will understand. And unfreeze everything when her daughter's around.
Ah, yes, pomegranate seeds, of course, of course. Though, there is one more subject I don't understand, which is how you fit into all of this. Were you not trying to escape from here?
Forget about me, Orpheus. This isn't about me, it's about Mother. What's important is she's here where she belongs.
I see. I understand. Well, thank you then for clearing all that up. It is a splendid tale, I must say, and every part of it makes sense to me at last.
Same goes for me, mate. Same goes for me.
Speak up.
Oh, you know.
Yeah. It's all out in the open.
I think that I'm gonna keep playing this game for quite a bit.
Yeah.
One big happy family.
I don't know if I'm gonna go through and, you know, get all of these, for example. But, well, some of them are pretty close. That's probably the last one that would be problematic, you know?
Well, this was absolutely lovely. I'm very glad we got to hang out and play this game.
Yeah, I think we're done with it on the show. I was considering... Oh, one more for the road, I guess.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about this for just a quick minute. There are things that I want to do in the game, certain sort of like challenging things. Like there are at least 2 statues here that I could try to get on camera. I have one self-imposed goal in mind where I want to try to clear a run without any boons. And there is a weapon that I want to show you. It's floating right over there. Because like I don't want to spoil it. But whenever I got it and I realized what it was, I was like, oh, I've got to show this off on the show. At some point we might play this game a little more just for the mechanics of it. But I think for now, this is just going to be the final episode.
Yeah. So what does this dude have to say?
Probably something incredibly appropriate for the circumstance. Let's find out.
You must have had yourself a real bash with all those fancy gods and stuff. Could hear all the festivity from all the way out here. How was it, pal?
It went better than expected, all in all. I hope you didn't feel left out. It was a pretty limited guest list. Kind of a diplomatic mission, I would say. Not quite as good a time as it might have sounded from the outside.
Oh, don't you even worry about me there, pal. I much prefer the solitary life. And besides, when things are good for you, they're good for me. Glad everything worked out.
Same here.
Yeah. Glad everything worked out.
You know, just between you and me, I've got to say that this feels like such stark contrast to Octopath Traveler, because last time I checked, I'm pretty sure Steam said that like less than 5% of the people that have played this game on Steam have gotten to the epilogue.
Mm-hmm.
So all of these little conversations, all of this voice work was recorded for effectively less than 5% of the player base, plus anybody that I guess sees it on YouTube, you know?
Mm.
And that is you can assign a cost to that. So I'm glad that they put all of this in the title, in the game.
Yeah.
And now I don't know if I want to beat Octopath Traveler because I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be appropriately rewarded for my time. The end.